Hey everyone, this is Raina Carrillo with Purpose and Passion. I have a part two with my friend Leyna Topete, and I'm excited that she's here because she had a fabulous gala in Beverly Hills Hotel. And today's topic is obviously going to be cancer awareness, but also we're going to talk about my friend's nonprofit organization called Her Too and what it stands for, what's the meaning for the new viewers that are coming in on Purpose and Passion. So thank you, beautiful, for gracing our show on Lux Media. So tell the viewers a little bit about yourself regarding how Her Too came about. And then we're going to go into
Yeah,
the event.
the event.
Yes.
Her too was inspired by my mom, who passed away from breast cancer in 2019, and I just wanted to honor her. And
Yes.
it's unreal to be where I am with it at this
Mhm.
point. But yeah, so just wanting to help women who need help with cancer treatment costs.
Yes.
Give back to the community, give back, pay it forward. My mom, was very blessed and privileged. So I want to, just do it. This is my contribution to the planet. I'm saying, like, this will
Yes.
be
I
the
love it.
best thing I do with my
Yes.
life. The most meaningful thing I'll do
Yeah.
with my life. Yeah.
I love it though. I love it. So last year was amazing.
hmm
And you raised 75K, right?
78.
78.
78. Yeah.
So that's a blessing.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely a blessing. And so for the viewers, I would love the viewers to be able to contact, Lena's going to have her information at the end, but I want you guys to reach out if you know any women in the urban communities. I mean, anywhere, but I say urban communities because I'm from Inglewood, all right? And so usually when I think about people that are affected by breast cancer, I think about people in our urban communities like Linwood, Compton, Watts, Los Angeles, Inglewood, right? Some parts of Culver City, some parts of West LA, Hawthorne, Torrance. And, you know, like this month, I had two individuals that couldn't attend the Purpose and Passion as a guest
hmm
because one is battling breast cancer and
hmm
another individual has cancer, I think, of the stomach.
hmm
So I'm noticing now that cancer is really like coming faster than ever.
Yeah, I've noticed it too, actually, because you know what? The DJ at Night
Hmm.
of Hope,
Yes.
he messaged me a couple days later and he was just so encouraging with his words. But he told me one of his close friends just happened to pass away a couple days later from breast cancer. Nobody knew. She was really private about her fight. And
Yes, yes,
so
yes.
for him, obviously now he's just like, oh my goodness. I mean, he already was incredible before, but now breast cancer is touching him in a different way because now he's lost
Yes.
somebody to it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And for me, you know, my aunt, my aunt Letty, she had breast cancer and she survived it. And so I want you to educate our viewers about the brockovicine, if I'm
hmm
correct.
hmm hmm
Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah. So the BRCA everybody has it. Everybody
Mhm.
carries it, BRCA1, BRCA2. But then when you get tested, I believe I'm still learning quite a bit about it myself.
Yes, yes.
But it's what you're looking for is the mutation. And if you have the mutation and all of that, then, there's a chance that, well, no, you have a higher risk of
Yes.
having breast cancer. It's not for sure, but the risk is higher. My mom didn't have the BRCA gene,
Mhm.
but she did have breast cancer. I got tested. Trish Dolan and Jen Greenhut, and those fabulous
Yes,
women.
yes.
They are the reason why I got involved with that and became aware of it. Really, more aware
Yes.
of it. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
That's actually enlightening
hmm
because I always tell people, knowledge is power if you implement it, right?
yeah,
If you have knowledge and you don't implement anything, then there's no power into it.
yeah,
So, like you said, you're learning, but at least some of your learning, as you share with us, with the viewers as well, we can go out and Google, we can search, you know what I mean?
yeah.
We can kind of like, if people really want to get deep into researching, they can. And so I'm so grateful that I have you as a friend to share this information with my viewers. And it's so important. And so when I reflect back at your Her Two event in Beverly Hills Hotel, kind of bring the viewers like into like kind of like for me, I call it a Cinderella because
Mhm.
I seen your footage of staying at the hotel for the first time. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And
yeah.
what was the experience? Because obviously I've never been there, so I want to know. So I know if I haven't been there, I know there's other people that haven't either.
Yeah. Well, I really just felt in disbelief, and really
Yes.
just felt like, wow, God is really moving in a beautiful way in my life and supporting this endeavor.
Yes.
Um, but staying there was everything I thought it would be. It was a pinch me moment. It was a full
Mm,
circle moment,
yes.
because not for nothing, but it's just remembering that anytime I've ever stayed somewhere of that caliber,
Yes.
it was somebody that I was involved with,
Yes. Yes.
like,
Yes.
and that's just being real about
Yeah.
it. But to be able to stay there on my own, I was like, oh my gosh, this is not because of a man,
Yeah, yeah,
this is
yeah, of course.
phenomenal,
It's me. Yeah, it's me,
yeah.
my organization, my purpose, and my passion.
Yeah,
You
and
know
just
what I
and the
mean?
relationship that I've developed with the hotel, they with the flower cart. You
Yeah,
just saw the
that
flower
was
cart?
so
Yeah, I mean,
beautiful.
when that came to me, I was like blown away when they said we'd like to do this.
Yes.
Shout out to Tracy Gavin. I talk about Tracy all the time because
Yes.
she's phenomenal and she just really supports her too. So it was
Yes.
incredible. And George Ortega, who did the decor this
Oh my
year.
gosh, that was straight
I
like
mean,
lavish.
lavish. It even though it was 1 year to the next, for anybody who was there last
Yes.
year, it looked like the span of 5 years in
Yes.
difference of decor. So, I'm meeting
I
great
love that
people.
satin. Oh my
He really did a
gosh.
beautiful job.
Yes, he
He's a
did.
blessing. He's such a kind-hearted person, and I'm so happy that I know him, so thankful.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So what captured you at the event? There were so many beautiful moments. You know, the couple with the
Oh,
piano,
Jen
and
and
then
Larry.
Jen and Larry
Yeah.
with the skit, and it was just like there were a beautiful couple up there. And then you had the painter. Then
Amy. Yeah,
yeah,
Amy.
then you had the amazing. Oh my god, the guy that was like blah, 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 100,
Oh, Chuck, the
yeah, Chuck
auctioneer.
is
Chuck, yeah,
awesome.
he's great.
I'm like, dang, Chuck.
He knows how to work a room. He really, really
Yes, he
does. He does.
does.
Yeah. Yeah. I can never relax that night though. Like
No,
when,
no, I know you were going in and
yeah,
out. You were
because
like
I had
zoned out.
I was zoned out. I had a retired Master Guns next to me, and then
Mhm.
Sergeant Major Kent was next to him, and he was like, "Me and Sergeant Major, we're gonna grab you and sit your butt down because you just would not." But I can't. Maybe one
Yes.
year I'll be able to do that, but at least right now, it's just all the time I go
Yeah.
like that I been planning this the night of. I would love to just enjoy it, but it just
Yes.
isn't there yet because
Yeah.
I'm just like still such, yeah. But I'm, yeah,
Perfectionist.
perfectionist
But you know
and
what? Even though you see little flaws here and there,
yeah.
we couldn't see it.
That's what I was like, they will never know
Yeah.
what I came to know
Yes.
after the fact, like, because
Yes.
it was like, "So how'd it go?" It went great. Let's
Yes.
just
Yes.
start
Yes.
there.
Yes.
It went great. Now everything underneath that, an owner knows, a founder, CEO, yeah,
Yes.
there's stuff to be worked out.
Yeah.
But as long as the takeaway was that it was beautiful, and we did.
Of
We
course.
I think I can already say because we already tallied up and it's like not a secret. I'm proud of it, but we raised 81,000.
That's a
Don't know how we did
blessing.
it, by the grace of God.
Yes. No, that's a
But yeah,
blessing.
so we did that. And this year I'm just excited to dig deeper to I'm thinking of starting a Facebook group
Yes.
for
I
women
love that.
so that we can start building the community of these
Hmm.
women who are in need.
Yes.
And George and I had a call and he had some great ideas of things that we could do,
Yes.
some other things we could do to help women.
That's
So,
amazing.
I want to do the next event not like that. That's going to be the top once a
Hmm.
year thing,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But maybe we want to do like a Christmas walk. I was thinking of doing a Christmas breast cancer walk. We need to talk
Oh.
because I was thinking of maybe having it in Inglewood or something
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
Just maybe like a 3 mile type of thing. And
I think it's important because, I think we probably had a cancel off, maybe, but I'm not sure. So if I'm not sure, then that means that obviously it wasn't an impact in my eyes. You know what I
sure,
mean?
sure.
So by that time, I will already be making it
Yeah.
and I
Yes,
am
you
at your
will.
service. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And I think
Yeah.
it's important, not that I think it is important to do the walk because I know for a fact, even though Inglewood is like supposedly not big, but it is big. It's
Hmm.
it's it's a big city
Hmm.
and there's a lot of people affected by it.
Yeah.
So it's important to teach awareness,
Yeah.
educate, and empower them
Yeah.
through her too.
Mhm.
And so I would love to be a part of that. Definitely. Like I would
Yeah.
love to, because I'm
Yeah.
already planning for Autism Awareness Month in April.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right after elections, I'm going to start planning because it's the first event. I don't have a high expectation because it's pretty much from my heart. It's a
Mhm.
first autism awareness event in Inglewood, and
Wow.
yes, and
That's a big deal.
and
Yeah.
I just want to be more community driven, so then people know that they have a tribe.
Yeah.
Because when I went through my journey with Franco, I felt alone.
Yeah.
And yesterday I was speaking to one of, supervisors from the regional center, and I was explaining to her about the lady that contacted me. And she was very dry, like no heart,
Mhm.
no compassion.
Mhm.
And it's like when a parent is sharing something with you, their frustrations, their hurt, their emotions, you're supposed to be compassionate, and
Yeah.
she was dry.
Yeah.
And then I guess the individual above contacted her supervisor, and she called me because I didn't know if it was her or what, but she was still dry with a sassiness.
Mhm.
And then I just told her, I said, I'm not sure if it's you, but if it is you, then yes, I felt you weren't compassionate.
Yeah.
You were very, very not very caring.
Yeah.
And it was like a sassy tone to your
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she, you could still feel the tone of,
Yeah.
the sassiness.
Yeah.
But I didn't care. I was like, I have to say something. I'm not gonna hold my tongue. I wasn't cursing at her. I wasn't disrespecting her, but I was letting her know
Mhm.
who she was on the other side of the line
Yeah.
when I need help,
Yeah. No, that is important. I mean,
Yeah.
I will not work with people if there's not passion. I remember there
Yes.
was an attorney that we spoke to,
Mhm.
and long story short, it was in August, and he may have known everything that I needed him to know to do the
Yes.
job, but it was because in that conversation, I was thinking, I'm going to have to work with him, and I don't
Yes.
like his personality. He's dry,
Yes.
so it's just the way that maybe it's the Latina in us, like that
Probably because we're very
passion. We're
passionate
passionate
women,
women.
and we love to feel the love, because like even
Yeah.
for Christmas and
Yeah.
Thanksgiving and family quinceañeras, weddings, it's just full of fun and love.
Yeah. No,
Just
and I
loving women.
loving women and loving
Mhm.
people, and because I think that there are some people, especially in business circles, that might say, "Well, who cares if he's passionate? Can he get the job done?" And I
Yes.
would be the one to say, "No, I care about it all because I have to work alongside this
Yes.
person." So anyway, yeah.
Wow. Well, I love the fact that we're an open book right here on Lux Media.
Yeah, let's be an open book.
Just
I'm always an
open
open
book.
book.
It's so important.
Yeah.
Communication is so important,
Oh, Raina.
in interviews and relationships and communication,
Yeah.
business, everything. And
Everything.
energy is everything too, because like you said, if you're working with people to take your event to the next level, and a person doesn't have the energy, the
Yeah.
excitement,
I
or
know.
doesn't
Yeah.
really, have that personality of I care,
Mhm.
what's the point of wasting your time? Because
Yeah.
time is so valuable.
It is. And, the older I'm getting, the more I'm feeling that, the more I'm seeing that. I wish everybody felt that way.
Yes.
But communication is number one for me.
Yes.
Seriously. I mean, if people don't get that, then I can't work with them.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like it's just the number one thing for me.
I
So
hear you. I
yeah.
hear you. So I know we're going to touch up a little bit. We don't have to go in full details, but
Hmm.
you made an announcement at the
Mhm.
event
Mhm.
that I didn't even know.
Mhm.
And I felt like a bad friend.
Oh.
And not like in
Yeah.
that way, but
Yeah.
I did, because I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like my mom's like, did you know? I said, no, I didn't know. So I want you to share with the viewers, because
Mhm.
I know there's people out there
Mhm.
going through it or
Mhm.
haven't and just found out as well, and I want you to
Mhm.
share that.
Yeah. So January of this year, I found out that I have MS.
Mhm.
And it was last year, as I mentioned in the speech, that it first was brought to my attention through
Mhm.
an MRI that I had done.
Yes.
And the night before Night of Hope last year,
Mhm.
that's when they had said, you might have it because you're showing indications of that.
Yes.
But, and then January, when I found out that solid, you do have it, always remember that really just, I don't even know how to explain it. I just remember my life just feeling, I just kept thinking, what does this mean for my life?
Yes.
And I asked one of the doctors, I did say, I'm going to ask you straight out, am I going to
Yeah.
die? And I remember talking with somebody later who said, I can't believe you had the courage to even ask that question so directly.
Yeah, because most people are afraid to ask the question,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
people like you and myself, I think we're straight shooters.
Oh, totally.
And it's like,
Yeah.
don't give me no icing on the cake kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Because some
Yeah.
people, they kind of soothe it out for you, but
Yeah.
it's a very honest question. Am I
Yeah.
going to die from this?
Yeah.
Yes or no? So then I know how to deal with it,
Yeah.
because we all know we're women of God.
Sure.
So the
Mm.
doctors can tell you have
Mm.
something, but God has the last say.
Yes, amen. I think about that all the time.
Yes.
And, her response was, no, you're not going to die. This has come a long way in terms of medication options,
Yes.
and the prognosis looks good because you're young, you're healthy, you caught this early and all that.
Yes.
But even after her saying all of those great things,
Hmm.
I went into this deep,
Depression.
I don't even, maybe it was that, but I don't even know. I
Mhm.
don't, I just know that I got up every day and I still did what I had to do, but I wasn't motivated.
Yeah.
That's what I was missing. I
It's like
wasn't
a
motivated.
discouragement, something
Yeah.
lingering that kind of like messes with you to be
Yeah.
like, dang, like how do I move forward? Or I don't have
Yeah.
that spirit anymore to move forward, because I'm just like, what's happening to me? You
Yeah, and
know?
I'll be honest, even, because if there is somebody who's watching this, I remember for a moment, I even went so far to think that I was thinking, oh my gosh, I have MS. Who's going to want to date me?
Yeah.
Who's going to want to be with me? And I don't feel that way now,
Yeah,
but,
me, I sign up. I sign up. I'll be we can get married. We sleep in separate rooms, but I'll marry you.
um, but I remember just really just even thinking that. But what I did
Yes.
do was I poured into myself during that time, which, so even though I felt, oh my gosh, I'm getting behind on business, the nonprofit is suffering for this.
Yes.
What have I done this year? It's already almost June. And then I thought, Lena, but you poured into yourself, which is the best investment. Because
Yes.
I did, because I like got closer to.
Traveling with your family. I love
Yeah, I love,
it. And
I love,
grandma.
yeah, and Nana,
And
yeah.
Nana.
But like I poured into my Italian, learning my Italian,
Yes.
just just me, wellness and all that sort of thing. So I would say like about May or June is when I started to feel better,
Hmm.
and I finally was able to actually share it. That's why you didn't know, because for the
Yes.
longest time I was like, I'm not talking about this right now.
Yes, yes,
I'm
yes.
I'm not the kind of person, no disrespect to
I know what you
anybody.
mean. I know
Yeah,
what
but
you
some
mean.
people
Very
like to,
private.
very private. Some
Yes.
people like to go on Facebook and on Instagram and they like to
Yes.
blast all their life, as
Yes.
soon as like, so guess what happened today? And I'm like, I don't need the
Yeah. I
sympathy.
think you needed time to think.
I did. I needed time to process it. And
Yes.
what was it going to mean for my life? And I needed to make peace with that. But I will tell you, even from Thursday, girl.
Hmm.
So I have to do scans like every 6 months.
Yeah.
And so at my first scan, I did it in October of last year,
Hmm.
which is when they saw everything.
Yes.
Um, I got scans done in September. And yes, I'm on a medication and that sort of thing, but I did scans in September and I got the results back just the other day, and they're already improving.
Oh,
Yeah, like
hallelujah.
the spots on my brain, they're
Yes.
already like starting to diminish and not as much, like
That's a
nothing got
blessing.
worse. Everything is stable or
Yes.
improved for my spine and
Oh,
everything. So it's really great news. And I don't even know if I should say this, but let's keep it real.
yeah.
I actually recently am kind of faced with a decision and I'm making it. So for anybody who's maybe watching this and they have MS or maybe they have
Yes.
something different, if I can say anything to encourage them, I'm happy to do it. I'm thinking that I'm going to stop my medication. And it's not because of the improvement, because I was
Yes.
already thinking about stopping it before
Hmm.
I found out it improved.
Yes.
It's because I don't like the idea any longer that I'm on something that's suppressing my immune system.
Yes. I hear you.
So I have found something else that I'm going to do. And now I find myself questioning,
Is it
like,
holistic at
yeah,
least?
it's on a
Okay.
holistic
That's
approach.
cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's,
Follow your heart.
I feel like
You
I'm
know what I mean?
following, yeah, I feel like
Yes.
I'm
Follow your
following
heart.
what God is like. I felt,
Yes.
how it is to feel convicted about
Yes.
something,
Of
and you
course. And
pray
that's what
about,
God does.
yeah, and you
He
pray
gives you
about
conviction,
something,
honey.
and
Yes.
it's good when you have
Yes.
peace with the decision.
Yes.
So I have peace with my decision.
Yes.
But I have said, if it turns out to be the wrong choice, then I'll do what I need to do. But I want to
Yes.
take care of my body as naturally as possible, because outside of this, I've never been on medication in my life,
Yes.
Raina.
I hear you.
And I'm only in my 30s. Yeah, I don't want to be doing something that who knows
I
long
know what you
term. You
mean.
know what I mean? Long
I
term.
hear you
Yeah.
totally. I hear you.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I respect your decision.
Thank
You know
you.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're a strong woman.
Thank you.
You are definitely a strong woman. I feel that everything is going to turn out right. You know, the conviction part, God gives us that.
Hmm.
So, you know, you follow your heart. You This is your body, this is your temple, and you do what's best for you.
Yeah.
So do you you know, do you see yourself becoming an advocate in that world?
Well, it's funny because as soon as I did kind of share it, was they were like, "Oh my gosh, I could see you starting a nonprofit for MS," and I was like, "No, I'm not doing that."
Not a nonprofit,
No, not
obviously, because
that.
this is
It's
yes,
yeah,
but
but
to be a spokeswoman to share your story to help other women of color.
I do. I do.
Yes,
I mean,
because I can see it.
I'd be
I can see it. I can.
I'd be happy and honored to,
Yes.
if ever to be a guest speaker or to be a
Yes.
voice as somebody who has been told she has MS. And to be honest
Yes.
with you, I still kind of struggle with even
I
it's like
hear
I've
you.
accepted it, but there's a
Yes.
part of me that says, no, I don't. You
Yes.
say that, but God says no. Like
Yes.
that's how I
Amen.
feel.
Amen.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And of course, I will do my part, my
Mm-hmm.
human part, while he
Yes.
does the supernatural part. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, if ever the opportunity came up for me to be a speaker or to, be a voice for that community, I
Yeah.
would be honored to do it because I know that when I found out, I truly was, yeah, it was just feeling in disbelief. And I
Yes.
know other women feel that way too. So if I could be an encouraging voice, I'm happy to do
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's new for her too coming up? You know, like is there
Oh, yeah.
anything next?
The fitness apparel line. You
Yes, I
saw it at
love
the,
that. I was like, oh my God, I gotta lose weight for that. I was like, I don't want it to roll down and I have to pick it back up.
But the fitness apparel line,
Yes.
wanting to get a partnership with, a medical space, like I
Hmm.
told you, or I said in the speech that, City of Hope.
Yes.
The
I'm
fact that, yeah,
praying for it to be official
yeah,
because I have high respect for that hospital. I
yeah.
really do because they saved my cousin Bonito from stomach cancer.
Yeah,
You know what I
I've
mean?
heard that, by the way. Like I've
Yes.
heard they're a phenomenal
Yes, they
but they
are,
reached out to me to be a sponsor
which is
for
awesome.
Night of Hope,
Yes.
and it couldn't happen this year. So I'm praying on that and hoping so that's
Yes.
that's just remarkable to me. And then of course the 12 women that will get tested for the BRCA gene,
Yes, yes,
honoring
yes.
that, and just continuing to reach out to more women who because I've had several conversations
Hmm.
with women who would need our help, but just
Yes.
for whatever reason, it just hasn't maybe panned out. But I'm praying on all that, and I know
Yes.
God's gonna bring those women.
Well, I know for sure I can promise as a friend in
Hmm.
January
Hmm.
that I can host an event here at City Club,
Oh gosh,
you
yeah,
know, about your nonprofit.
yeah,
It'll be introducing you and your nonprofit.
yeah,
And, you know, you can have the models come out and model the clothes, and every woman automatically would be purchasing an outfit. Do you understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because I
sure,
want to give back to your nonprofit.
yeah,
And so, how do you give back? I might not have the money right now, but I have access to women that are inspired to give back to other women businesses,
right,
right?
yeah,
Or for their nonprofits or
yeah,
for their, you know, for their passion. And this is your passion. And I can feel it and you know, just seeing you this year up there, you know, in your beautiful, you know, pink jumpsuit. It was so adorable. You know, sharing your heart. It was so beautiful. And is there anything you want to share with the viewers?
just that her too is something that was born out of
Yes.
pure love for my mom. Like I said, I really do feel that it's going to be my greatest contribution. I'm honored to do it. I don't take it lightly because I know it's a responsibility. I took on a responsibility.
Yes.
And I'm appreciative to everybody who is encouraging and supporting and
Yes.
getting behind her too. And I just want to take it so far. I just, you know what? I truly believe if I wanted, this is going to sound crazy to you, and so nobody laugh at this, but I truly believe that if I wanted to be president, I could do that.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
I'm
nothing
just trying
wrong
to
with that.
say, like, but
Yeah.
I, so my point is, like, it's just that with her too, I see a building like that, like right there with the Her Too,
Yes,
logo,
logo.
and it's a
Yes.
space where women can go for their treatment. It's just that
Yes.
whatever seed I have in me that is that motivating, whatever,
Yes.
like the gift of God, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just believe that there's nothing I couldn't do if I worked for it
Yes, I
and I
agree.
was passionate about it and I gave it my all. So,
Yes.
nothing. I guess what I want to say to everybody who's watching is if you have something you want to do, please, it sounds cliche, but please just pursue it. Go
Yes.
for it. Like stop letting fear hold you back. The fear of what if I
Yes.
fail? The fear if what if they say this or who cares?
Yes.
Just go for it because what about
Mhm.
this? What if you don't go after anything you want and you live to be 90 years old and all you have
Yes.
at that point is just basically
I shoulda, coulda, woulda.
shoulda, coulda, woulda. The
Yes.
memories of your life that you lived that you didn't really do everything, and now you're
Yes.
I always think about that. Like, God forbid I didn't go after things and I lived to be 90, and that's great.
Yeah.
But what if I'm like just all I could do at that point is like kind of just sit at home and reminisce about my life, and I just have a bunch of regrets.
I
And like,
know.
can you imagine being a prisoner in
Yes.
your mind and you
Yes.
just like have to live with that?
Yeah. No, I know. That's why I'm running for mayor.
Go, girl.
I was like,
Yes,
remove the fear
yes.
of failure, remove the fear of
Yes.
rejection, because those were the two big ones that I was just like,
And that's everybody's
and I
fear, I
was in
think.
my own way. I
Yeah.
was in my own way.
Yeah.
So, viewers, you have to share with the viewers your social media and your website.
Sure, sure, sure. Okay, so please follow us on Instagram, her2_nonprofit. You can make a donation to her2breastcancer.org. If you'd like to follow me personally, you can do so at Leyna Topete.
Thank you, my love.
Thank you.
This is Purpose and Passion, Raina Carrillo signing out. God bless.
Glutathione is a big word. It's the body's own master antioxidant. It's a scavenger for free radicals, bacteria, and viruses. There are no products in the market with the ingredient NASET. NASET increases the production of glutathione that's in our body already to strengthen and enhance our immune system, elevate sense of well-being, support muscle strength and endurance, cognitive function, and liver support. It helps with increased energy and blood sugar regulation. Get your bottle of GSH Plus from www.salvationnutra.com.